Hello, good boys and girls! Grabe, parang ang bilis-bilis ng andar ng panahon. Di natin namamalayan, we are now on the second half of 2020. Parang napakaraming nangyari nitong first 6 months of this year. Tama ba? Parang kahapon, ang saya-saya nyo pa. Pero ngayon, nagkakalabuan na. Oops! Bago ka umiyak dyan, pag-usapan na natin yan. Let's talk about the silent killer of relationships. Ano pa nga ba, Eddie? Assumptions. Ano nga ba ang assumption? When you look it up in a dictionary, it will tell you that an assumption is a thing that is considered or accepted as true or is as certain to happen without any proof necessary. So, ibig sabihin, tinatanggap mo na yung isang bagay ay isang katotohanan nang wala kang pruweba. Can you imagine how crazy that sounds? In other words, yung mga taong mahilig mag-assume, medyo magaling din silang mang-judge. At hindi natin namamalayan na yung assumption pala is already killing our relationships, or worse, it has already killed a lot of our relationships in the past. Because assumptions are considered as the termites of relationship. Pero bakit nga ba may assumption? Well, naisip ko na may tatlong posibleng dahilan kung bakit tayo nag-a-assume. Number 1 is that we lack communication with our partner, our loved one, our family members, or kung sino man yung naiisip mo na meron kang existing relationship with. And when I say there's a lack of communication, posible kasi na talagang hindi mo lang alam kung paano ka nga ba mag-communicate with this other person that you are involved with. So how do you solve that? Simple lang. Take time to get to know each other. Take time to get to know the communication style of the other person. Alam nyo ba na napakarami ngayon ng mga tests online na libre na pwede nyong i-take dalawa para malaman nyo kung paano ba kayo nag-communicate with other people. In this way, ma-adjust nyo appropriately yung communication styles nyo both in the giving and the receiving end. Or pwede kasi na alam mo naman kung paano mag-communicate pero ayaw mo. This leads us to reason number 2. Fear. Takot. Pwede kasing natatakot ka lang. At ang pinaka-kinakatakutan ng marami sa atin ay pain. We are afraid to get hurt, so that's why we settle for our own version of the truth even without consulting the other party. Sounds so unfair, di ba? Both on your end and on the end of the other person. Dahil hindi nyo binibigyan ng pagkakataon ang bawat isa na makapag-usap. In other words, you let your assumptions win. And when you let your assumptions win, especially the negative ones, hindi nyo namamalayan na slowly but surely, namamatay na yung relationship nyo. Nawawala na yung excitement to interact with each other dahil convinced ka na, meron ka ng mga conclusions agad even before you communicate and clarify issues with the other person involved. Ay, hirap, di ba? Pero ang pinakamahirap na reason kung bakit tayo nag-a-assume ay yung number 3, trust. You lack trust. Hindi ka nagtitiwala sa ibang tao. Pwedeng dahil meron ka ng mga painful experiences in the past, or pwedeng naloko ka na, or ilang beses ka nang na-ghost. Ayaw mo nang maramdaman lahat ng sakit na naramdaman mo dati. Kaya dun ka na lang lagi sa own version mo ng katotohanan. Dahil natatakot ka na masira ulit yung tiwala na unti-unti mong binibigay sa mga ka-relationship mo ngayon. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationship. I'm also talking about friendships, or pwedeng sa parents mo or sa kapatid mo. You know, in all our relationships, dapat in-earn natin yung trust ng ibang tao. At ganun din, dapat ma-earn nila yung trust natin. And I know it's hard. I know it's tough. Lalo na kapag nasaktan ka dati. But you know, you have to start trusting people again. You have to believe na hindi lahat ng tao nandyan para saktan ka. May mga tao na genuine ang intentions nila para alagaan ka, or pasiyahin ka, or just be a good friend to you. At pag nakita mo yung mga tao na yun, treasure them. And make sure that you always communicate with them at hindi ka pinangungunahan ng mga assumptions mo. So, simple lang, di ba? Dalawa lang yung susi para matalo mo yung assumptions mo. Number 1 is to communicate regularly with the other person at make sure na yung communication style ay nababagay naman dun sa giving and receiving end nyo pareho. Para sure ka na walang miscommunication or misunderstanding na mangyayari. At number 2, trust. Simulan mong i-build ulit yung trust mo sa ibang tao para bumalik din sa'yo yung trust na ibibigay ng ibang tao. In this way, matatalo mo na yung mga ani ng relationships. Para naman yung mga existing mong relasyon at yung mga future relationships mo pa will be built on a good foundation that is made up of great communication and a lot of trust. And I'm not just talking about from your end, because every relationship should be a two-way street. So, the next time na natatempt kang mag-assume, don't forget, communicate and trust. Bye! So guys, I recently came across this post on Facebook saying that if you're currently 20 to 30 years old and your main circle isn't discussing about opening businesses, investing, escaping the 9 to 5, fitness and or self-development, then maybe it's time for you to find a new inner circle. Sounds great, right? Pero teka. Parang may mali eh. Number 1, it's good to have a support group, but remember that your friends do not dictate the path that you will take or the victories that you will achieve. And for those of you who know me, you know that I'm all up for the achievement, growth, winning those small victories. No? But I don't think it's fair for your friends no, na ika-cut off mo lang sila simply because nahihirapan sila na pag-usapan with you yung mga bagay na hindi pa sila komportableng pag-usapan nyo. Like for example, investing, escaping their corporate jobs, especially if they've been living that way and supporting their families through that way for a long period of time already. So I don't think it's fair that you will cut them off simply because they don't want to agree with you that they want to start their own business and start investing soon. Now, I agree na mas madali mong ma-achieve yung mga short-term goals mo at yung mga long-term goals mo if you have a support group that speaks the same language and believes in the same things or principles that you believe in. But this leads me to number 2. Your friends now, your inner circle now, they are there for a reason. And I don't think it's just because you guys believe in the same business or in the same concept of investing. Your friendship has more to it than that, no? So why not just turn the boat of your friendship around, no? If you genuinely think that you have a great idea that will boost you up to success, why not use this to inspire your friends instead of cutting them off and replacing them with people who you think will be better for you? Or else napaka-utilitarian ng dating nun, di ba? That you will cut off your friends simply because you don't think they share the same principles as you do. Simply because nahihirapan sila to push themselves to get up every day and exercise. No? Why not inspire them, show them the way to get up and start sweating, work out, diba? To live a life of fitness if you genuinely believe that this will be better for them. So don't leave them just yet. Do your part as a friend. Which brings us to number 3. Remember that the value of your friendship does not only depend on the value that they bring to you. Friendship is a two-way street, no? Dapat merong give and take. May mga pagkakataon na ikaw yung nagbibigay ng tulong, ikaw yung nagbibigay ng opinion mo, ikaw yung nagbibigay ng advice about investing, opening a business, looking for other opportunities, no, na magiging productive para sa inyo. Pero tandaan mo, may mga pagkakataon din nung ikaw yung nangangailangan ng kausap at yung mga friends mo na yun, yung nandyan para sa'yo. So you see, your friendship does not only revolve on ideas about businesses, on ideas about investing. Your friendship with your main circle is about many more things na pinagsamahan ninyo na all throughout those years. Ang susi lang naman dito is to respect. Respect your friends. Inspire each other to be better and be a friend. Don't cut them off just because you guys are not talking about opening a business or you guys are not talking about escaping your 9 to 5 jobs or you're not talking about making more money than you're making now. Dahil kung yung friendship nyo ay dun lang nakasalalay, then I don't think it deserves to be called friendship. So,
Things have been really challenging, di ba? Since nung nagka-ECQ, and we all know na different industries talagang naapektuhan itong pandemic na to. Walang pinipili, kumbaga. Wala siyang pinili.
Yeah.
Company or industry. Walang pinili. Mayos ka. Ayan.
Okay.
Inis to. Ayan. So, anyway, syempre, nadami-raming time. So, social media, Facebook. Until parang kahapon yata, I stumbled across this certain photo or may quote. Sabi sa photo, adulting tip. Di ba usong-uso yung mga adulting tip? I've been reading a lot of these lately. Sabi, if you're 20 to 30 years old and your main circle isn't discussing about opening businesses, investing, escaping the 9 to 5, maybe they're talking about the corporate fitness and or self-development, then you probably need to find a new circle. So, you remember that your net worth is your net worth. Nung nabasa ko to, parang na-shock ko. Na kuryente. Pero hindi, more on, nagkaroon ako ng mixed feelings about this.
Okay.
Well, you know me, I'm all about achievement, diba?
Prosperity.
Yes. And growth, diba? We're all about that. Diba? Yun lang, but I really don't think that that's enough reason for you to leave your friends behind. If you guys are not talking about fitness, businesses, investing, escaping the 9 to 5, especially during these times, diba?
Right.
It's all good. We should be supporting each other to grow and all. But I don't think it's one thing na sobrang kailangan, as in nasa number one list ng priority ng mga tao at this point. Should be pressuring ourselves to be productive, and start all these businesses, lalo na kung mentally or psychologically medyo.
Actually, sa dami ng nag-open na businesses, parang pag nag-open ako ng Facebook, parang ube cheese pandesal, kimchi, mga, di ba, mga ibang food products, which is good, I think.
Yes.
I mean, if you're, But
gusto ko yun, di ba? Kasi ikaw nga, di ba, nitong pandemic, it also pushed you to introduce or start your tea business, di ba? Oh, by the way, like yung Facebook page ng tea business ni David.
Masarap yung tea ko. Check nyo na.
Tea as in the drink, ha? That's lemon tea, right?
Yeah, lemon and ginger.
Ayun. But yun nga. But what do you think about this quote?
Well, ako kasi, in a psychological standpoint, I mean, 20 to 30s is the stage or the period wherein dapat nagbe-build tayo ng sarili natin. And building ourselves entails, tawag dito, yung ating savings, okay, yung ating funds for future goals. Pangalawa would be our circle in that sense, kasi syempre when you are building something or when you have future plans, kailangan mo na magandang support group. So at the same time, it is the period wherein we're outside we're no longer focused much on what's happening inside the house Ang focus natin is, we have met people, building our business, our connections, etc. So on a psychological standpoint, healthy siya. Healthy that people are seeking new connections, new circles, and really expanding their connections, if we are to put it that way. However, I think everything should be done moderately. Parang hindi siya conclusive na parang between your 20s and 30s, you have to, like, if pangit yung circle mo, abandon them.
Exactly.
I mean, siguro what's best would be increase or improve your circle. We have certain friends for certain reasons So let's say, for example, we have Di ba? Parang may kaibigan ka na gusto mo, katangahan mo lang.
Parang
mo
ikaw
lang,
sa akin, di ba?
Oo, di ba? Parang kabardagulan mo lang, di ba? Kapag wala kang magawa, parang may kaibigan ka for that. So, I don't think na, number one, it would be healthy for you and for, well, again, if we talk about dysfunction, if that circle is not healthy for you in terms of your mindset, in terms of your growth, in terms of how you see growth as it is, siguro that's the time that you may decide on it. Pero I think it's not for everybody. Kasi like what you said nga, we're in a pandemic. And you know what? Anxiety, depression cases are really rising. And one way that we could somehow buffer its effects is through connection, di ba? Through our contacts, di ba? And ngayon, since there's social distancing, online lang talaga. So, di ba, parang ikaw ba i-abandon mo yung mga kabardagulan friends mo? Like what I said, okay, maganda may segment ka. Okay, these are friends na babalikan mo kapag you are desperate, and there are friends na who also think the same way. Kumbaga, sabi ko nga, iba-iba tayo ng wavelength eh. So, I mean, di ba, hindi naman, mas maganda may yung wala ka naman, that those people can contribute something to you in terms of growth, your mindset, ganyan. So, I guess it would be holistic to say na dapat talaga broad reach. Abandonment siguro, like what I said, abandonment will, or parang forgetting about your old set of friends will only happen if like talagang they affect you in a very dysfunctional
exactly, di ba? Like to the point na they're dragging you down, no? Di ba?
Yes, or mga drogista yan, addict yan, no?
Not to discriminate against these people, di ba? But if they're causing you, di ba, stress already, or mas nakakadagdag pa sila sa distress mo, or hindi talaga kayo magka-jive, then probably that's a good reason for you to look for another set of friends, di ba? But we're talking about here yung parang totally abandoning.
We're talking about life. Yeah, we're talking about life kasi parang dun sa minention mo kanina, yung nabasa mo online, parang ang one-sided niya, it talks about career eh.
Yeah. Parang nandun yung pressure for you to be productive at all times, no? Which I'm not against. No? I'm totally up for that. But I think it's totally unfair kung i-judge mo lang yung friends mo sa basis ng value na nadadala nila sa'yo, di ba?
Yes.
So that means lahat tayo magiging conditional na yung relationships natin. No, if one person is not putting value or adding value to our life or our quality of life, parang we leave them behind. Parang I don't think that's what friendship is about, di ba? Because many times I've proven, lalo na yung mga down points ko, na parang wala akong makakapitang iba, then one or two really good friends.
Ikaw na, walang ka na
will come to the picture, di ba? Hindi mo ina-expect na yung mga taong to yung, di ba, makaka-cheer up sa'yo, di ba? So, for me lang, with that quote, no, let's I think we should tread carefully, no, but with cutting friends loose, yung mga ganyan. Lalo na ngayon, di ba, na yung naging stressful lalo yung social media recently because of the endless political debates, no, and a lot of issues, no, all around us. I think we really have to know the communication is really still the key, no, at this point.
Saka maraming cases na din about, parang suicide and depression na, it only took one person to connect to another to save that person's life.
Exactly.
And parang, di ba, parang looking at it, malay mo, di ba, you're busy growing yourself without even thinking na baka ikaw, your simple act pala could save a life. So, I guess it's not about leaving them naman. Siguro, like what you mentioned kanina, pwede ka naman mag-prioritize pa din nung mga important things na nangyayari sa buhay mo. Without compromising yung connections. Kasi like what I said, yun nga, the opposite of depression is connection. So for as long as you keep your lines open, who knows who you might save, di ba?
Yeah.
This walang kwenta friend could turn out somebody great in the future kasi matutulungan mo.
Exactly.
Diba? So, yeah, I guess, if you have that kind of mindset na you have to improve constantly, you have to keep moving, di ba masaya din na somehow you are influencing these friends na hindi masyadong ganado sa buhay, di ba? Parang
yeah, and we're not saying na i-tolerate mo yung yung tambay mentality, no? We're not saying that. It's just, I think we have to respect, no, each other's spacing, no, and style of doing things, di ba? Hindi naman lahat ng tao magiging kasing passionate ng pinaka-passionate na tao na kakilala mo. But that doesn't mean that they're less successful in life or in their respective leagues. So
right.
I think at the end of the day, respect for each other's pacing, chapter in life, di ba? That's very, very important, especially now. And I think that's the last thing we need best at this time, to really parang cut our friends off, lalo na sa mga panahon to. What if ikaw lang pala yung kayang kausapin ng taong yun, mag-open up sa'yo. Tapos ika-cut.
Yeah, you can still win. Yeah, you can still win in life naman with having different types of people around you. I believe in that. Siguro yun nga, yung ano na yan, yung saying na yan, or kung saan mo man nakuha yan, yung phrase, yung ano ba yung caption, or what do you call that one? Parang gano'n. Yung quote na yan, yung quotation na yan, I guess that applies well on work and business. Kasi of course, pag work and business, ganyan. Pero sometimes kasi we're blinded. In our 20s and 30s, we're blinded with the idea na our friends or people in work and in business are also our friends. Di ba?
Yeah.
And parang, hindi mo pwede, pwede mo siya pagsabayin. But then again, you mustn't lose touch of the entire picture. Okay na, it's not just about work, it's not career. Okay? And, parang, I mean, to each his own naman talaga ang journey natin. Pero di ba, somehow, it's kind of selfish, di ba, if you look at it that way. Well, for most, di ba, parang yung energy natin nauubos na to, me. Pero akin na lang, kumbaga, ano makukuha ko dito, ano mabe-benefit ko dito. So, maybe it's time then that we look at a different perspective na, how can I help this person? Or, di ba, kung ganito yung uri ng circle ko ngayon, ano kaya yung pwede kong gawin para ma-stimulate yung kakaibang activity na, diba?
Instead of leaving them behind. I mean, that's not your only option, di ba? Kung nakikita mo
and siguro not just leaving them behind, pero looking down at these people. But there's this kind of, there's this kind of mentality na parang, okay, so we're not at par with our status in career, etc. Therefore, you can't be my friend. Parang gano'n. Yeah. So,
unfortunately,
although sabi ko nga,
it's real.
Yeah, yung time nga natin ngayon, talagang 20s, 30s, naka-invest yan sa career. So siguro doon ang gagaling yung quotation na yan, na parang, when you are so invested on yourself, it pays to be in a circle na talagang ipupush ka forward. But then again, sabi ko nga, one-sided yun. And hindi siya hindi siya holistic.
Yeah, and again, at the end of the day, for
kasi
me...
Kasi it doesn't equate yung being good at work and being a good or
yun na nga.
Hindi ibig
sabihin na businessman ka or
or you're productive at work.
Yes.
Although it says a lot about your work ethics and all, but then again, it's just one aspect.
But it doesn't equate to you being a whole person, di ba? Yun yung nami-miss. I think that's what the point is missing, di ba?
Yes.
I'm all up for growth. I'm all up for productivity. But I don't think that should be the sole deciding factor whether or not we are going to be friends, with a person, or if we are going to cut them loose simply because maybe they're having a hard time now, or maybe they're not feeling like talking about being productive at this point, diba? Let's respect them. And sabi mo nga kanina, maybe you can turn it around, diba? Maybe you are their friend for a reason, and you will be the one naman to pull them up or to pull them out of that well. Yun.
Right. I had a talk with my mom nung isang umaga over breakfast. Tapos parang she was talking about this book that she read about how we were programmed ever since we started schooling. Na parang in school, there's this ranking na top 1, top 2, top 3, top 4. So parang nagkaroon tayo ng mentality na it's only us. Kumbaga, nakadepende sa atin yung success na, which is true naman. Okay, but however, parang nawawala yung, 'di ba, you will do everything to reach that ranking na gusto mo. However, parang nawawala yung spirit of collaboration, yung ano ba, yung parang yung human touch na parang ang mentality lahat ng tao ay I have to be I take, I do, I put myself into this work, etc. Na parang paano yung mga nasa baba? Okay? If top companies, eto na, graduate na si student. Ngayon, top companies will look for top, di ba? Mga top.
Ikaw, parang ikaw. Puro top, ang ina.
Ano yan? Oo, parang yung PM mo sa akin. Okay, so, ayun. So, parang, ang unfair kasi, I mean, that's how life works. I mean, that's how the society works ngayon eh. It's sad kasi, of course, if we put it in the context of multiple intelligence, parang, di ba, this ranking, anong basis niyan? Sino nag-set nung structure and standard? Hindi ba yung ganun din? So, in return, parang, ngayon, di ba, we can see that, a lot of skilled people, wala rin naman masyadong, maraming skilled people ngayon na parang hindi din naman academically okay, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
But still, they are thriving kasi they have a different way of expressing their intelligence and their capabilities. So, I guess it's systemic. We can never blame then these people who think that way. So, we were wired to think that way.
Yeah.
Bata pa tayo na, condition na tayo na, you have to do you have to
exactly.
study. Di ba, parang naalala ko yung kaklase ko nung elementary, ayaw kong pakopyahin, top 1 yun. Di ba, parang damot naman ito. Parang at such a young age, ang damot. Parang, di ba,
I think that's a totally different discussion. Really,
okay,
yung mga ganyan, lalo na yung educational system natin, no? And how we were wired to always go for the top spot, no? And yun na nga, going back to this post na nakita natin, that's really catching attention.
Nakita mo, no?
Nakita mo rin, di ba? Kaya nga natin pinag-uusapan ngayon. It's because, yun na nga, I think we have to be kinder to ourselves, no, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi sabi nga...
And speaking of being kind to oneself...
Sige, ikaw muna.
Sige, ikaw muna. Okay?
Dali, before we wrap this up.
Ayan, nawala yung thought ko eh. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kuya Erwin.
I think, really, this year, na-push tayong lahat na yung going back to basics of it all, di ba? And sabi nga nila, 2020, our focus should be on surviving this year first. Because a lot of things really happened this year. And again, let's not pressure ourselves into just being productive all the time. I mean, give yourself a break. Give yourself the break that you deserve.
Productivity naman doesn't entail only work.
Yeah.
You can be productive by doing hobbies and what you love to do.
Things that help you relax, di ba?
Yes. Ikaw, what helps you relax?
From time to time, I play, di ba? I play Mobile Legends, di ba? I watch Netflix, I read. So, alam mo yun, it's not always about work, career, business, making money. It's not always about that. So, I think really
dapat talaga balance talaga. A well-balanced life is the key to being happy, to being kasi minsan anyway, maybe for another topic, no. Pero yun nga, kwento ko lang din, parang so nagpa-tarot card reading ako. 'Di ba? Sobrang bored ko, sabi ko, hindi pa ako inaantok noon. So parang there's this friend, sobrang galing magbasa talaga. Well, alam mo yun, parang nakita ko din yung connection nung... Anyway, ang layo ko na dun sa topic. Siguro maybe some other... Baka lumayo tayo veer away na. No, pero ang point ko lang dito is being kind to oneself.
Sinisingit mo talaga yan.
Kinokontrol ko yung na-excite ako masyado. But then again, ang main point ko rin dito, or I would want to agree with you on, we have to be kind to our persons kasi talaga, times are tough, hindi na okay. I mean, maraming affected and a lot are stressed. Okay? So, and when we talk about stress, andyan ang irritability, andyan ang depression, andyan ang anxiety. Kabit-kabit yan eh. So, it's only a matter of time. So, again, siguro before we practice empathy sa ibang tao, dapat magawa muna natin yan sa sarili natin. So, yeah, pag-practice na natin ang sarili natin. Yeah. Ikaw ba, how do you become kind to yourself? O in times na sobrang talagang babad ka sa work, tas pakiramdam mo, yun na lang talaga yung buhay mo. Oo.
Ako, really, it's actually the friends, the good friends that you have, di ba? Yun na nga sabi ko sa'yo. Sabi ko nga sa'yo,
ako, doon ako Oo, sige, gawa.
Ano naman, babanat ka na naman. I don't think, like for example, sabi mo nga, pag masyado kang stress, pag feeling mo, sobrang dami mo nang ginagawa, you're starting to feel burnt out, di ba? I start a conversation or two with a good friend, di ba, who I haven't reconnected with recently, di ba, yung mga childhood friends mo, it's so easy to reconnect with them. They may not be in your inner circle, but yeah, it pays if you ask them how they are from time to time, di ba? Yeah, but medyo malayo na siya dun sa natin, dun sa sa post na nakita natin, di ba? Palayo tayo ng palayo eh.
Ikaw yung moderator, di ba? So, babalik natin.
Oo. So, yun nga. What do you think what's your final nugget about this, Dave?
Okay. Again, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You're in your 20s, you're in 30s, you want to be out there and, seize every opportunity. That's okay. That's fine. Okay? And you at some point, you can overdo it. Okay? And you will overdo things that you are currently doing. Like, yun nga, parang building your network. Ito. Parang ito lang gusto ko, ito lang. That's totally fine. That's, that's for your preference. But, in the long run, like what I mentioned, when you overdo things, it's gonna come back to you. So, and, that's what we're trying to avoid dito. We can always do things in moderation. Yeah. Without compromise. Kasi of course, kapag dun lang yung focus mo, may mga ibang aspeto na nako-compromise. And we shouldn't lose our humanity and human side because of all these pursuits. I think, for me, life is so much more than that eh. So, and sabi mo nga kanina, mahirap na ang kondisyon natin ngayon. Okay, let's not make it more difficult for ourselves and other people as well. Absolutely. So, yun.
It's tough. It's tough to lose friends, at this point, diba? Kaya, isihan lang natin, guys. Kalmahan natin, huwag tayo masyadong ma-pressure, Especially at this point, sabi nga natin, our main goal for 2020 is to survive this year first.
Yes.
Making money and all, there's all proper time for that. I'm not against it, but then we say that you should do things moderately and responsibly. The key to everything is balance. So don't get caught up, don't get eaten up by this a goal or passion of making it to the top. Always, di ba? Kasi if that's all in your mind, then somewhere along the
that's
way.
Totally fine.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Iba naman tayo ng iba-iba tayo ng yung what makes our balanced life. Diba? What's a balanced life for you may be different for me.
Exactly.
So for as long as
what I'm saying is don't let your goals be everything. To the point na along the way you're losing your humanity. Diba? Because what's the point if nasa taas ka nga, you got all this money and all, pero pagtingin mo sa paligid mo, people don't recognize you anymore. Diba? And you yourself, when you
but
look
who cares about people, right? Parang we need money.
What's worse is when you look at yourself at the mirror, you can't even recognize who's that person. Because lahat ng nag-form sa'yo is this goal and pressure of gaining and taking everything, diba? So, life is just not about that. Kaya nga, let's tread carefully through this life, lalo na ngayon, nasa 20s, 30s tayo. I know this time is a good time, the perfect time for us to focus on our career, build ourselves for the future. But let's not forget that the 20s to 30s, di ba? Yan din yung time para marami kang ma-discover sa life, in terms of experience wise, which will teach you
Saka
a
alam mo
lot.
ba? Oo, dagdag ko lang din parang part dun sa yung conversation namin ng nanay ko, sabi niya, dun sa podcast na yon, ang daming successful people in their 50s, 60s who regret being successful when they reached that point. Kasi again, when you reach that point, 50s, 60s, ito na yung realizations Ito na yung giving back But what can you give back if during your 20s, 30s, and 40s mo, puro ka take. Okay, na talagang super, self-absorbed and and talagang you're all about yourself.
Yeah.
So again, happiness is how will you, doon ang bottom line natin parang 'di ba? Parang tama ba happiness o ibang topic yun?
Hindi, iba rin yan.
Iba na.
Iba yun. Yeah. What we're saying is just if your friends make you happy and you guys are not stepping naman on other people, you're not abusing yourselves, and others, wala kayong ginagamit, wala kayong natatapakang ibang tao, then respect for your friends, your pacing, and most importantly, respect your chapter, in your life right now. Yun lang. So yes, thank you, David.
Okay, so yeah, we had a good run.
Meron ka bang mga
Hindi, dami kong ideas talagang
gusto ka i-promote?
Talaga.
Meron ka bang gusto i-promote or i-plug?
I-promote, wala naman. Siguro you can add me up on my Facebook.
Bakit? Ano ba pinibenta mo? Bakit? Ano ang business
on my Facebook account. So that's David Kuyunjik Damian. Tapos, reach out ka lang, if you wanna talk to somebody. Tapos you wanna try. By the way, my tea is free. Okay, my homemade tea, my homemade ginger and lemon tea is for free.
You're giving away your tea all the time, ha?
All you need to do is ask. Ikaw malapit na yung birthday mo, tapos ayaw mo ng delivery fee. So maghintay ka, right? Kailan nga birthday mo? Kailan birthday mo?
Sa atin lang yun, di ba? My birthday is just around the corner. So yeah, thank you very much, Dave. I'll see you again or next
time. Okay.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ang sarap! Hi guys! So today naisip ko na gumawa ng isang food vlog, and because I love eating, naisip ko baka this time I would want to try something that I'm not really a fan of, which is pasta. And we all know that if you want really good pasta, you should be ready to pay for a price. Pero teka. Hindi naman pala kailangan na mahal yung isang masarap na pasta because now there is Budget Food Manila. So, Budget Food Manila was just recently launched and they are proud to serve food to their customers na mura pero hindi ka mako-compromise sa taste, So, it's mura na at masarap pa. So, in other words, sulit at so sarap yung mga food na ino-offer ng Budget Food Manila. And today, we are going to try their Baked Mac, which is isa sa mga signature dishes ng Budget Food Manila. So medyo excited ako na i-try to because for those of you who are close to me, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of pasta. Kaya I'm really interested to see what the craze is all about, The Budget Food Manila's Baked Mac. So yan, hintayin natin kasi maya-maya lang dadating na yung rider. Dumating na yung order natin from Budget Food Manila. Yan, Ben Pondo. And there's a message! Dear Beno, this is your Sunday reminder that everything is pastable. I love it. If you believe. Hey, love you. Thanks for supporting. Love, Lulu. There. Thank you, Lulu, for this sweet message. Now let's see what's inside of this yummy treat from Budget Food Manila. Yes. Tignan natin yun.
There we go! Itsura pa lang niya, it really doesn't look cheap. It looks so exquisite. It looks so elegant. Para siyang mga Michelin star levels when it comes to the packaging. And just look at that cheese, man. It's like inviting me to jump in. So titikman na natin ngayon yung Baked Mac ng Budget Food Manila.
So I ordered 2 tubs kasi yung isa I plan to share with my neighbor. So titingnan natin mamaya. Tingnan, baka pag nasarapan ako sobra hindi ko na siya i-share. So let's see. This tub is just for 89 pesos. And sa itsura pa lang niya, I would be willing to pay for more than that. No? Kasi it doesn't look 89. So titikman na natin ngayon ang Baked Mac ng Budget Food Manila. There's some cheese left sa lid. And you know what to do when there's cheese left sa lid. Oh wow! Wow! It's like yung cheese nag-blast inside your mouth, no? It's really good. Cheese pa lang yun ha, wala pang mac. So let's try it now. So this is my first bite. Yan. Baked Mac ng Budget Food Manila. Wow! Grabe, Lulu! You've outdone yourself. Ang sarap! And I'm not kidding when I say masarap siya. No, you would expect, and based on experience, when something is priced so low, you would not expect it to be this good, no? Pero Budget Food Manila is definitely an exception. Itong Baked Mac na to is out of this world. If you love pasta, no, and you love Baked Mac in particular, go for it. You should try it. Ako, I'm really not a fan of pasta and Baked Mac, but this one, I'm sure baka maubos ko tong tab na to in just one sitting. So, what are you waiting for? Wag na kayong magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Go to the Facebook page of Budget Food Manila. They also have an Instagram page. And try to check out kung ano yung menu nila for this week that you're watching this video. And make sure that you order a Baked Mac, no? Include that in your list. But I know meron pa silang mga ibang ulam. They have viands available from time to time. And it varies every week. And I'm excited to try the viands in my next order sa Budget Food Manila. So thank you very much, Lulu. I'm gonna finish this Baked Mac in one sitting definitely. Ang sarap, Budget Food Manila. Go ahead and try it. Let's eat! The chicken quesadilla, ayan siya. Oh man, I wanna get that chicken inside my mouth! Hi guys! So, marami sa atin, mula nung nagsimula yung quarantine, ang mga nakakain na lang natin is yung mga normal na lutong bahay. Or, marami din sa atin, we got stuck sa mga delata. At isa sa mga pinaka na may miss ko na pagkain mula nung pre-quarantine days ay ang Mexican food. And we all know na ang Mexican food ngayon parang medyo mas mahirap na siyang hanapin, di ba? Pero teka, what if I tell you na ngayon meron ng available within your reach at sa murang-murang halaga ng isang Mexican favorite food na alam kong namimiss ng marami sa atin. Ito ang burrito at quesadilla by Homemade by K. So, ide-deliver ng Homemade by K yung kanilang quesadilla at burrito sa isang well-packaged na lalagyan. And the good thing is, nandun yung instructions, yung reheating instructions. And all you have to do is pop it in the oven toaster for 3 to 6 minutes or hihintayin mo na mag-golden brown yung pita and mag-melt yung cheese para mas ma-enjoy mo. Pero nung nakita ko pa lang siya, parang gusto ko na agad siya kainin. But I'm gonna follow the instructions because it says it's best enjoyed when you reheat it in the toaster. So I'm actually waiting now for my burrito and quesadilla to be ready because I popped it in the oven toaster. So abangan natin. So, lumabas na sa oven yung ating burritos and quesadilla. Ang una nating itatry ngayon ay ang burrito. So yan, ang itsura niya from the oven. Oh my gosh. Look at that goodness. Yes. So susubukan na natin ngayon yung burritos ng Homemade by Kay. Now, the last time na natikman ko yung burritos na Homemade by Kay was way back in college. So I think that was a little less than 10 years ago. So ngayon titikman natin ang burritos na Homemade by Kay. Yes! First bite into the burritos, talagang mag-good vibes ka. And then the second bite will just take you out of this world. Ang sarap. You can really taste the cheese na nag-melt siya nung nirate natin. Buti na lang nirate natin. And if you plan to order, and I'm suggesting that you should, some burritos by Homemade by Kay, it's really best that you reheat it and follow the instructions na nilagay nila. The pita turns a little crunchy, which I really like. And the flavors inside are just bursting. It's not too strong. It's really enough to really let the meat shine, yung beef talaga. Kasi yung beef for me is the star of this Mexican favorite. So, burritos by Homemade by Kay. Sure na sure. Order kayo. At ngayon, ito naman yung tatry natin next, yung quesadilla. Chicken quesadilla by Homemade by Kay. So, ito siya. Ang chicken quesadilla by Homemade by Kay. So, I also reheated in my oven toaster for around 5 minutes to be exact. So yan, nakikita nyo, nag-melt na yung cheese dun sa loob ng quesadilla. So let's try it. There are actually a lot of ways that you can eat a quesadilla. You can eat it by hand, no? Tulad ng ginawa natin sa burrito. Or you can use a fork or whichever you like. To each its own. It's your food. You should enjoy it the way you like it. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin is titikman muna natin siya, just the quesadilla itself, and then later on, we're gonna dip it with some salsa na kasama ng inyong order. First, we're gonna try the chicken quesadilla. Ayan siya. Oh man, I wanna get that chicken inside my mouth! Just the chicken quesadilla without the salsa first. Wow! The chicken taste is on point. It's very light, and the cheese just blends so well with the chicken. Hindi sila nagtatalo. The strength of the cheese really balances out the flavor of the chicken. Yeah. Now we're gonna try this with the salsa na kasama ng order sa Homemade by Kay. Not really a big fan of salsa, but I'm willing to try because I know it's gonna bring an interesting flavor to the quesadilla. We're gonna try it. There's like a mañanita, a Mexican party inside my mouth when I had the quesadilla with a dip of salsa. So they work so well together. So cheesy chicken quesadilla by Homemade by Kay. Definitely you should try it out. So ayan guys, we have tried the burrito, the beef burrito of Homemade by Kay and the cheesy chicken quesadilla also by Homemade by Kay. And what I can tell you is sulit na sulit ang 65 pesos per order both sa burrito at sa chicken quesadilla. And make sure that when you order this, you follow the reheating instructions na nakalagay naman ng malinaw dun sa packaging nila. Now, what are you waiting for? Go to their Facebook page, Homemade by Kay, and start ordering para matikman nyo na ulit ang favorite nyong Mexican food, burritos and quesadilla. We're now here at Glorieta Fort to try the latest drinking craze, the natural drinking yogurt, Gumi. Hello! Ayan, so ano pong bestseller nyo?
For the best sellers na, meron po tayo mango mo, watermelon wonder po, mango cracker po.
So finally, I have here in my hand a drink from Umi, and for my first time, I'm going to try their cashew drink. It's called I'd Cashew If You Fall, di ba? Sobrang cheesy. So try natin ngayon yung kanilang I'd Cashew If You Fall drink. So by the way, when you order, you can tell the barista if you want an Aussie blend, which means more yogurt, or the Filipino blend, which is, I think, a little bit sweeter than the Aussie blend. So try natin ang kanilang I'd Cashew If You Fall drink. So you can definitely taste the difference of a Kumi drink with a regular milk tea drink because of the yogurt. So don't expect na kalasa siya ng mga regular milk tea around, because this one really tastes healthy, and it is in fact healthy because they use yogurt with their milk tea. So what are you waiting for? Try nyo na. Visit their Glorieta Fort branch and their other branches and try out Kumi so that you'll know what the latest drinking craze is all about.
Guys, are you ready for the challenge?
Hello everyone, Ben here, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you stay updated of our latest upload. So today we are here at Anytime Fitness, the Radiance Manila Bay, and we are going to participate sa kanilang Circuit Challenge. Titingnan din natin kung kamusta ba ang new normal sa pag-gym dito sa Anytime Fitness.
gym, kailangan mong dumaan sa mandatory temperature check at meron silang gauge or measure if you can be allowed to go inside the gym and work out. You also have to sanitize your hands and your feet with a foot bath. And they have a poster. Actually, nakakalat yung mga poster all around the gym in reminder to all of the members who are working out to always keep social distance and to sanitize before and after using the gym equipment.
So pagpasok pa lang natin sa Anytime Fitness, mapapansin natin yung strict implementation nila ng safety precautions to avoid the infection of COVID-19, especially to the members and the gym goers. There are sanitizing sprays with disposable tissue na pwedeng pamunas ng mga gym goers before and after they use the equipment. So masasabi ko na generally, it's a safe workout environment.
So, 15 minutes na lang bago mag-start yung circuit challenge. And we're here and we're gonna try to warm up bago mag-challenge and tingnan natin sana matapos natin yung circuit challenge brought to us by Anytime Fitness Radiance Manila Bay.
The participants of our EF Circuit Challenge, we will be starting in 10 minutes. Members and non-members, kindly vacate the designated area and equipment for the challenge. Thank you for your cooperation.
So ayan, as you heard it, pinapatawag na yung mga sasali sa Circuit Challenge and I must admit, medyo pinakabahan ako but we'll see. This is going to be my first fitness challenge for the year and hopefully I prove to myself that I can do it and I can finish this challenge with the bang. Alright.
May tatlo tayong option, okay? Yung sa station 1 natin is plank jump, bunny hop, tsaka plank row. Hintayin mo ko muna. Bunny hop, plank row. Dito na.
Yan, so ngayon, ina-explain ni Coach yung mga stations of the cross. Yung mga stations na gagawin ng mga joiners for the circuit challenge. Guys, partner ko sa workout. Si Mitch, newfound friend.
Start tayo. Right, right.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Okay. Akala ko tapos na eh. Hindi ko na kaya. Guys, kamusta? Buhay pa kayo? Buhay pa. So we're done with round 1. Now, round 2. Everything we did, we're gonna do it again.
Grabe guys, akala ko madali lang. Ang hirap pala nitong circuit challenge ng Radiance Manila. Let's go! Natapos na namin yung 2 rounds ng circuit challenge. And we are now going to have our cool down. So, ayun nga guys, natapos natin yung circuit challenge ng Anytime Fitness Radiance Manila. It was really challenging pero kayang-kaya natin yan. Now is the perfect time for you to say yes to your fitness goals this 2021. At kung nagustuhan nyo ang video nito, please do leave a comment and leave a like as well. And please subscribe to my channel and see you on our next adventure. Stay safe everyone! This really feels different to me. Para kang may anak tapos first check-up ng anak mo sa doktor. Hey guys, Ben Ayonan here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please do like and subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification bell para updated kayo sa ating latest videos and uploads. So for this video, I'm going to share with you my review of the new Suzuki Espresso 2021 and papakita ko rin sa inyo ang ating experience sa first PMS ni Nemo. Yan yung pinangalan ko sa aking kotse. So the Suzuki Espresso is the latest car released by Suzuki Philippines. It actually comes only in the manual variant at meron siyang 4 colors available. Yan yung orange, red, gray, and silver. I don't know the exact names for these colors but you can easily search for it sa Suzuki website. So the Suzuki Espresso is actually a perfect car for beginners like me. This is actually the first brand new car that I bought. At I can't be any happier for the decision that I made. It's very basic. At ang masasabi ko is Espresso is really a delight in the driving experience, especially if this will be your first car. So perfect na perfect si Espresso dyan. And really, nagsa-stand out siya from the rest. So yung interiors ng Espresso, as you can see, it's very spacious. No? Yung pag pumasok ka sa loob, hindi mo aakalain na ito ay isang hatchback. No, it's actually it feels like a crossover between an SUV and a hatchback, and it really boasts. Totoo yung pinagmamayabang ng Espresso na yung ground clearance niya ang pinaka the best, at yun talaga yung dahilan kung bakit siya literally nagsa-stand out, no, sa mga direct competitors niya in the same line. Very basic lang yung interiors niya, as you can see. But what I liked about the Espresso is yung placement, no, ng meters niya. So nasa gitna siya, it mimics that of an aircraft, no, and that really is distinct. And it comes with a touchscreen audio-video console, at maganda rin naman yung quality ng built-in audio system ng Suzuki Espresso. You know what I really like about Nemo, about the Suzuki Espresso, is how big it feels on the inside. Talagang hindi mo mararamdaman that you are driving a hatchback. And if you have passengers, you can actually drive around and have them seated really comfortably, either dito sa passenger seat or even sa mga back seats natin. So talagang napaka-spacious inside, and mayroon siyang mataas na clearance din sa loob, kaya maganda yung feels, no, pagdating sa loob ng Suzuki Espresso. Looking at it from the outside, medyo may cute na vibes ang Espresso because it looks small yet it appears to be brave, bold, no, and tough and strong. At talagang naging head turner siya lalo nung pinagawa nating two-tone yung body ni Nemo. driving with the Suzuki Espresso has really been a treat for me ever since I got this car. For a simple car and a small car that's manual, it's very smooth in terms of the shifting of gears in the transmission. And I haven't had any problems with this car ever since I got it. Syempre, I think that's normal with brand new cars. There's a really different feel that this car gives me every time I ride it, you know. When you're inside it, it feels like you're driving an SUV. But when you're outside, you'll be surprised that it's actually a pretty small car with a good height, you know. That really gives you a good vantage point in terms of your driving. One of my favorite things about Suzuki Espresso is how basic it is, and it has all the essentials of what you need in a basic car, but it doesn't really feel like you're missing out on anything. It has everything that a newbie driver like me will look for in a car. Ayan, so excited na ako na pumunta sa Suzuki Abad Santos branch because this is actually the nearest Suzuki branch to my house. Tingnan natin kung ano yung mga gagawin sa first PMS sa ating Suzuki Espresso. Si Mimo!
Paano na ako sir? Ganda. Tapos
0.2. Ayan, so nakikita nyo kapag papasok kayo, meron silang mandatory temperature check and you have to sign in for contact tracing.
Sarap. Dito na patab.
Thank you. Ayan, so pinasok na sa lifter si Mimo para masimulan na ang kanyang first PMS. And this really feels different to me, para kang may anak tapos first check-up ng anak mo sa doctor. So nakita na natin yung quotation na binigay sa atin ni Sir Jeffrey dito sa Suzuki Abad Santos. So it's very important na ipa-explain ninyo yung nasa quotation para din well-guided kayo, lalong-lalo na kung first PMS ninyo, para sa next nyong punta, alam nyo kung ano yung ginawa during the previous PMS. At ina-note naman nila lahat ng yan dun sa service booklet na kasama sa inyong kotse.
First of all, ito yung Suzuki Espresso natin na 1.0 engine, 5-seaters. And newly designed to is like a SUV-inspired na hatchback. Ayan, fuel efficient siya. And sa looks, ayan, ano na siya. Kumbaga formado na siya. Like yung mga luxury na hatchback. Pero sa price, kumbaga affordable siya. Right now, it's 523,000. Yung suggested retail price. On for the month of January, we have 48,000 all-in down payment, and we have 10,000 naman sa monthly amortization. Good for 5 years. We are located here at Suzuki Abad Santos. Ayan, sa showroom namin na yan, meron tayong display, and all colors are available. Yung interior nito, yan, medyo spacious siya. Kumbaga, compared dun sa mga previous hatchback. We have yung naka-premium fabric naman yung niya, seat cover. And then sa ito naman yung yung second row niya, and medyo very spacious din siya. And ito naman yung pinaka niya, yung fifth door niya. Actually it's a lift gate type. So kasya yung mga 2 luggages na compartment.
Kung may pang-anim kang pasahero, pwede din siya.
First time yan sa Philippine market na meron tayong SUV-inspired na hatchback. My name is Roy Apostol, Ako yung permanent showroom duty here at Suzuki Abad Santos.
Tapos na ang first PMS ng ating Suzuki Espresso 2021. Thank you to Sir Jeff of Suzuki Abad Santos.
Thank you rin po sa pagbisita, sir. Open ng Suzuki Abad Santos daily from Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5 p.m. Bisita lang po kayo dito para ma-experience nyo yung good service namin.
Tama. Thank you, sir.
Napakaganda ng naging experience natin for the first PMS of Nemo sa Suzuki Auto Abad Santos branch here in Manila. Customer service-wise, napakahusay nila. Mabilis ang service primarily because I was the first customer and maybe also because konti lang yung nagpapaservice during that time. Remember that it's very important that you know all the details na ginagawa nila sa sasakyan mo, lalong-lalo na if you're like me, who is a newbie driver and a first-time car owner. So that's it guys for my review of the Suzuki Espresso 2021 and my experience sa first PMS ng Suzuki Espresso. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please do leave them in the chat box. And I would really appreciate it if you can like and share this video and subscribe to this channel as well. Maraming salamat and I'll see you in our next video. Stay safe everyone!